Hey, hi everyone. Press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. It's going to take people a little bit to come in. Okay. As you come in, hit the like button. You know how they shadow ban me and all this foolishness. As you come in, leave a comment. As you come in, leave a comment. Tonight, we're going to do some heavy metaphysical training tonight. It's going to be kind of crazy, but this is where we're going to go. So I'm going to give everyone 3 more minutes before they come in. That's funny. Where is everyone? Okay, Ronnie, welcome. Where is everyone? They shadow ban me like crazy, so you know how that goes. Okay, so I'm going to give everyone. So E-Cotter, can you let everyone know that I'm in the background? I'm going to give it 5 minutes for people to come in. If you can leave a post that it's going to be 5 minutes for people to come in. I'm going to be quiet in the background. Okay. Hey, Marie, welcome. All right. Okay, everyone, let me hide this. All right, so they're gonna shadow ban me and they're gonna play stupid games and yada yada yada, and they're gonna say only K, okay, only 5 people on the chat, blah blah blah, bullshit, bullshit, yada yada yada. Today, I'm gonna need everyone to put on some heavy metaphysical caps on. Today, I'm gonna need you to use your metaphysical mind. This is gonna sound really crazy, but it's going to be real. Okay. So before we get started, just to let everyone know, today we are just going to be talking about a bunch of topics. One of the first topics is going to be our group trip to Atlantis tomorrow. The group astral trip to Atlantis will only be at 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. Let me put that up. Okay. 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 Only 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Okay. So it's going to be a long live stream. So I'm going to be stopping and I'm going to be doing advertising for tomorrow's trip. Okay, this is the link. This link is where you go to book, reserve your spot for group training to Atlantis tomorrow, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everyone press 1 if they understand what I said. Press 1. Also type in 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if everyone understands what I'm saying. Okay? Okay, great. Thank you, Ikara. 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Great. Great. Okay, and that is the link to reserve your spot. Okay, so no 12 to 2, only 7 to 9 tomorrow night. Okay, only 7 to 9 tomorrow evening. Okay, and I will provide the link. So throughout tonight's live stream, I will be stopping probably every 20 minutes to remind you, reserve your spot for tomorrow for group travel to Atlantis. Okay? Everyone here tonight, if you went to our group travel to El Dorado, press 1. If you went to our group travel to El Dorado, our astral travel to El Dorado, press 1. Okay, no problem. Quest for Truth. Okay, Ikata, great. Leilani, great. Anybody else? If you went to our group travel to El Dorado, press 1. Okay, and I know what happens, Chanelli. Okay, great. Chanelli was there. Okay, now I know a lot of people do not get my notification because they all message me like, Renetta, I selected, to let me know that when you're going live, and I never get the notification. So people are going to get the notification late. Okay. So Carter, Leilani, Chanelli, how was the group travel to El Dorado? Sim, welcome. How was the group travel to El Dorado? How was your experience? Okay, Sichaba, welcome. Okay, it was amazing. Looking forward to Atlantis. I failed miserably at astral travel, but you have my full support. Wish I could be there. Okay. And then we have Leilani. Okay. All right. All right. So let's move on. So there were quite a few people there the first time and the second time. I think it was maybe like 30 people the first time and the second time. So obviously they're not in the live right now. Okay. All right. So this time we're going to Atlantis. Okay. So Atlantis is ruled by a queen. Atlantis is not ruled by a king. Okay. Let's make that clear. Atlantis was not destroyed. Okay. Cassia, welcome. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so Atlantis was not destroyed. It still exists. In fact, there was a NAZI who told me that the US Navy have been at war with Atlantis for 200 years and they're still at war with them today. Obviously, they'll never be able to defeat them. Okay? So, no worries. No worries, Chanel, no worries. Honesty is what we need. Okay? So, there was an NAZI who told me that Atlantis still exists and the US Navy are at war with them, okay, for 200 years. And the person told me some other things as well that I'm not going to say here, but understand that it's a real place. The training is tomorrow, Wildflower. The training is tomorrow, and to join, you just reserve right here. Okay? You just reserve right here with this link. Okay? Reserve your spot right there. And it's from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Okay? So Atlantis exists. It is ruled by a queen. Okay. Allegedly, the US Navy has been at war with them for 200 years. Okay. In West Africa, they call the queen of Atlantis Mami Wata. Mami Wata. I'm just giving you guys the basics, okay? We're not going to go into too much detail, but we're going to talk about something that's even more powerful tonight, okay? In the West, in Western Africa, she's known as Mami Wata, which is mother of the waters. No, she is not a demon. Here is the thing. A lot of people get themselves tied up because they want fast money that they didn't work for. And then they go make these covenants with the entities in the water, and then they get tied up and jammed up and then miserable. Okay. I don't do such things. Okay. I don't make contracts and covenants and all these kinds of things. And I'm like, because I have a strict policy that I'm on the side of good and that I only work with those who are good. And I'm not saying that the Queen of the Waters is bad. No, she's not. Now, the kingdom of Atlantis also spread throughout the northern part of Africa, which is the Rikat structure, which some believe is the lost city of Atlantis. But most people don't realize that Atlantis also extended down into the country known today as Gabon. Okay, because there was a nuclear war that took place on this planet, and this is the reason why Atlantis went under the ocean. Hi, Lovey. Hi, Micah. This is the reason why Atlantis went under the ocean, and then they put a dome over themselves to make themselves invisible. Okay, there was a nuclear war, and the nuclear reactor for Atlantis, where the Atlanteans were mining uranium, enriched uranium, was in the country known as Gabon. Gabon has a nuclear reactor that is 1 billion years old. So we have the Ricard structure in Mauritania. We have the vitrified glass of the Sahara. We have the nuclear reactor in Gabon. We have the ancient city of Benin Kingdom, which was designed after Atlantis. So we know that Atlantis had a strong presence in West Africa, and that the ancient Egyptians also came from Atlantis and built that civilization. Okay, I don't know what Atlantis was called in Europe. I don't know. I don't know what it was called in any other part of the world. But what I do know is that when it comes to West Africa, North Africa, and Northeast Africa, we know that the tradition of Atlantis still exists. Okay, with the Ricard structure, with the Oklo mines in Gabon, the vitrified glass in Libya, and the Kingdom of Egypt. And we also have the traditions of Atlantis still alive today, with the veneration of Mami Wata in West Africa. Okay, that is what she called, and the colors of Mami Wata, which is blue and white, that is her colors. When you're doing a cleansing, it's pure white. When you're going to, venerate Mami Wata, the mother of the waters, it's blue and white. Okay, so these are some of the traditions that we know that exist today regarding the kingdom of Atlantis. Now, in Europe, she is called Isis. That would be her European name. In the Middle East, before Islam, she was called oh God, damn, I just forgot her name. Is Ninursag. The other name would be the Sophia. She would be called Sophia. That would be Christian, the Christian Middle East under Constantinople. She would be called, oh God, I just erased my mind. Sophia. Okay. And there's another name that I'm missing out. I can't remember the other name. Okay, so these are some of her names. No, she would not be called Lilith. Lilith is another entity. Okay, Lilith is another entity, and that is on the opposite spectrum of what Mami Wata is. All right. Okay, so with that said, I have today is a day where we talked already about Atlantis, our trip there. So in short, Yemaya, that's what her name would be in West Africa. Yemaya, Yemanja, Imanja. It's more like Oshun, where you get the word ocean from. But nonetheless, because Yemanja is a princess, Oshun is a queen, right? So Oshun would be a higher rank than Yemanja, because Yemanja would be rivers, lakes, streams, and the waters. Oshun would be the oceans. So when you're dealing with the kingdom of Atlantis, you would deal with a more powerful entity, which would be Oshun, right? Okay, so that is a little bit of history of the Queen of Atlantis with regards to Africa. I don't know the mythology for any other country. I am just talking about the mythology. Well, it's not mythology at all. The tradition of the Queen of the Sea for, Africa, the Caribbean, and the eastern border, where there's the eastern border of the United States, where the tradition was carried, right? Like I said, I don't know the traditions of any other people group regarding the Queen of the Sea. I'm quite sure they have their traditions as well, right? Okay, So with that said, so what we're going to do tomorrow is the same as what we're going to do, what we did with El Dorado, where we meditate, we remove some of the bondages because people will have fears, okay, about things unknown. And then after we clear some of the bondages, then we are going to access the realm of Atlantis. These places are real. Now, here's the interesting thing. Since my trip to El Dorado, I have still been getting physical revelations, non-stop revelations in relationship to El Dorado. Okay, and although tomorrow we're going to do Atlantis, we are going to shift a little bit about a revelation that I received. Okay, and this is my revelation. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to put on your metaphysical minds, because this is going to be some heavy metaphysics for you to grasp. Now, before we get started, let me just make some disclaimers because I know there'll be Christians listening, and I know that Christians are going to have they're going to think, oh, this is witchcraft and the occult. I don't dabble in witchcraft. I don't dabble in the occult. I don't like it. It's not my thing. It's not my style. However, I do, on my quest for knowledge, I know that a lot of the ancient mysteries is enshrouded in the occult. So I glean whatever truth I can, and I present the truth to the people in a way that doesn't affect their spirit negatively. I am not, before we get started, we're shifting from Atlantis to a new revelation that I received. I want you guys just to put on your metaphysical minds. I am not asking you guys to participate in any ritual. Nope. I am not asking you guys to practice anything you learned here. Nope. All I'm saying is I just want you to see something that was revealed to me. That is all I'm asking you to do. Everyone, is that clear? Press 1 if you understand. All I'm asking you to do is to see a revelation that came to me. Press 1 if you understand. Okay, wonderful. Now we can get started. All right. All right. So we'll just do a quick commercial again. Like I said, every 20 minutes or so, we're going to do a commercial. Okay. To reserve your spot, that should be spot, not sport, for group training Friday, which is tomorrow, only 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can book using this link. This is the link at the bottom. Okay. Okay. If it's buffering, you have to go out and come back in because everyone else can hear me clearly. If it's buffering, it's on your end. Okay? All right. This is the link. Everyone, book for tomorrow your spot. Okay? This is the link. Only 7 to 9. All right? Let's get into the show. All right, everyone, I want you to relax and put on your metaphysical minds tonight, because we're going to do some serious dimension busting tonight, okay? So put on your metaphysical minds. Okay, everyone, press 1 when your metaphysical mind has been activated. Press 1 when your metaphysical mind has been activated so we can get started. Okay, wonderful. All right. So, woo, tonight we're going to have a presentation. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Screen share. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. All right. I just need to make some changes really quickly here. Okay. No, I think that's fine. Okay. So tonight I had this revelation for the past 3 months. And what I want to show you guys is something that was revealed to me. And I'm realizing it's a revelation that is a combination of the male energy of King Oban, of El Dorado, and the ancient female energy of Isis. Okay? I'm just talking about the revelation came from them. I did not necessarily say that the warlike militant type energies from them. The revelation, the masculine aspect of the revelation came from, I believe, the male energy of El Dorado, and the feminine aspect of this cross came from, I believe, the queen of the sea, the queen of the waters, Isis. So what you're looking at here is a chart that I created. And this chart basically, hold on, this chart basically shows or portrays how a person, when a person's spirit is pure, they have been purifying their spirit over an extended period of time, how that person can literally, especially if the person who is pure, or the persons who are pure, meaning no sex, does not practice jealousy and envy and these types of things, lower level type energies, hatred, these lower type racism, division, discord, fighting, lower level energies. When a person in the middle is purified, okay, that person, if they are a female, they are a portal, they are a hole, okay, they are a lock, okay. When the person is a male, they act as a key. They act as a key. The key goes into the lock and opens the lock. But during a specific time where you need a flow or a wave or a flow of energy, okay? When there is a flow of energy and the lock and the key meets the lock, during a time of immense flowing of energy, higher dimensions can be unlocked. Is everyone catching this revelation? Give me a thumbs up if you caught that revelation before we move on. Because this is the foundation. Decoded, welcome. Give me a thumbs up if you caught the revelation. Thank you. Thank you, Decoded. Anybody else? Be quick. E-Carter, thank you. Anybody else? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, so thumbs up, thumbs up. Come on, guys. Yeah, let's go. Quickly, quickly. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that again because I know people hate it when I repeat stuff, so I'll do it again. Right? Okay, so the person in the middle is you. You could be male, key, female, lock. Okay, you can be male, key, female, lock. We are talking about as above, so below. We are talking about how new planets are created. We're talking about expansion of consciousness, which is an expansion of reality, which is an expansion of the universe. What occurs outside in the universe occurs in you. Okay? What occurs outside in the universe occurs in you. Outside the universe, macro, inside of you, human to human, micro. All right? Let me say this again because I know people hate it when I repeat myself. So I'm going to repeat myself. You know why I do that? I do that because when they're mind controlling people, they mind control people with repetition. When I want to break programming, I break it with repetition. I do exactly as they do, but on the positive end of the spectrum. So let's continue. So we have a person in the middle. The person practices spiritual purification, which is I remove all bondage. I remove hatred and envy and jealousy and lust and perversion and fighting and bickering and greed and judgment and theft and lies and cheating and stealing, all of the nonsense. I remove all of the evil and I continue to struggle to remove evil. And I purify myself by increasing the good in me. If it is a male, you're going to be dealing with a key, meaning if you have a penis and testicles, you're dealing with a key. If it is a female, you're dealing with a lock or a portal. Okay? Now, when the two who have been working on themselves through purification and regeneration. Regeneration is when you encode back into yourself that which is good, which is peacefulness, joy, loving, love, kindness, giving, sharing, concern, care, yada, yada, yada. The opposite of lying, cheating, stealing, yada, yada, yada. Okay? When the two practice purification and regeneration, they're already on a path of ascension. Okay? However, when it comes to accessing higher dimensions and blasting through to get to much higher dimensions, it requires the key to enter the lock. The key must enter the lock. Okay? So when the key enters the lock, there is an accelerated amount of energy, and the person begins to accelerate towards a higher dimension. However, there is a key that I'm going to tell you about that is in the matrilineal lines that I have discovered that allows for rapid acceleration into higher realms to do some serious work. That key requires a flow. That key, the secret, requires flow like a wave. Like a sea has waves, like the wave, the grand wave that King Oban taught us about, like a flow, like a river has a flow. It is the gift that was given to the matrilineal lines. And I'm going to show you the patrilineal line in this revelation. But right now, we're going to access the flow because we need a wave. Okay? And when that wave is ridden on, you blast through to higher dimensions. Okay. So can anyone tell me, looking at your screen, what do you think that wave would be? Is it the person? Is it the female energy? Is it the male energy? Is it the higher dimensions? Or would the wave or the flow be menstrual blood? What do you think it would be? If anyone is alive on earth, blood, menstrual blood, not just blood, menstrual blood, menstrual blood. The flow, remember, energy in motion has a flow. Menstrual blood is called a flow. If energy has a flow, it produces what? A wave. If menstrual blood has a flow, it produces what? A wave. Is anyone on earth today did anyone catch what I just said? I don't think you guys caught what I just said. If energy in motion produces a flow, that flow is a wave. That wave can impact the material realm. If a woman has a flow, don't you think that flow produces a wave? And that wave would impact the material realm. And for anyone who thinks that all this is pseudoscience and she's crazy, okay, why is it? And not only does her flow impact the material realm, her flow impacts the cosmic realm. Can anyone tell me what is outside of Earth that has a strong relationship to a woman's flow? Can anyone tell me the object outside of the Earth that impacts the flow of the moon? Okay, so anyone who says that the flow, a woman's flow, does not, this is the Isis revelation. This is the Isis revelation. This is the revelation of the matriarchal lines. I'm going to get to the revelation of the patriarchy. Okay, so the moon governs the woman's flow. Can anyone else tell me, if the moon governs a woman's flow, what else on earth does the moon govern? I'll wait. The ocean. Thank you, Leilani. The waters. Where are we going tomorrow? The tides. Where are we going tomorrow? We're going to Atlantis. We are getting into the mysteries of the matriarchy, the bloodlines of the feminine. So if the moon controls the flow of women, and the moon controls the flow of the ocean, then we have entered into the realm of Atlantis, the revelation of the female matriarchy. Okay? Now, is it possible that all moons govern the flow of the female and the waters, which is female? Could it be that there is a flow in space and waters in space? Just a thought. Could it be that there are waves in space? We call them gravitational waves or densities. The top of the screen. Or flows. And could it be that there's waters in space? The revelation of the matriarchy. Okay? And all of this, and okay, let me just make a disclaimer. I am not telling anyone to run any red lights, if you know what I mean. I am not telling anyone to drink of the cup of, the Holy Grail. I'm not telling anyone to drink from the Holy Grail. Okay? All I'm telling you is to observe the revelation that was hidden from us. So don't run any red lights. If that's your thing, go ahead. Ain't none of my business. And I'm not saying drink from any grail. Okay? Right? What I'm saying is we're looking at the mysteries of how you access higher dimensions. Okay, last thing before we move on. Now, when we're dealing with male energy, which is the key, Milky Ways. Miss BB, comment of the century. And when a woman and a man come together and they climax together, both produce Milky Ways. Both feel like they accessed higher realms, higher dimensions, what we call gravitational fields or higher densities. Okay, so watch this. Look on the screen again. Okay, everyone press 1 if you're enjoying this. If you are enjoying this, press 1. If you're not, goodbye, federal agents. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you, Decoded. Press 1. Quickly. Quick. Thank you. Okay, I was joking about the federal agents. Joking. It was a joke. Joke. Okay, all right. So watch this. Now I'm going to show you a key. I'm going to show you a hidden mystery of charging waves and how charged particles, when it comes close to a woman's flow, can allow two people to access higher densities. Now do you understand why? When I show you this, you're going to understand why occultists are obsessed with 13-year-old virgins and why they're obsessed with menstrual blood. Now, I am not telling anyone use menstrual blood. No, 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 no. I am showing you a revelation of the matriarchy, and I'm going to show you the revelation of the patriarchy. Why the two become one. Okay, so when we're dealing with male energy is dominant and militant. Male energy is hard and upright. We're dealing with a warlike, militant, dominant type energy. It is erect, upright, warlike, militant type energies. Okay? Domineering. Okay? That is your key. That is your key. When we're dealing with a female energy, the female energy is softer. Okay? It's deep. It's more internal because the vagina is on the inside. Okay? The key hangs on the outside. The portal, you got to dig to enter the portal. The portal is a hole. It's on the inside. So key on one side, portal on the next. Dominant on one side, soft on the next. Okay? Are we following? Hey, Green, are we following? Okay. So when two people are purified and regenerated and they've thrown off the old nature, okay, when the two of them come together, okay, they can access higher realms. But they're limited in the realm they can access until there is a flow. And I'm not saying running a red light. I'm saying just the energy. Okay, so when the two come together, when their spirits are intertwined, meaning they're not even having sex, it's just that their spirits, their energy, their spirit bodies have locked into each other, even though there's no sex going on, there's no time and space that could prevent them from meeting. When the female, that is the lock, when the lock has been opened, listen, because the key goes into the lock. When the lock has been opened, it is open to that male energy permanently. You got to get this part. When the key enters the lock, it opens the lock permanently. As long as the two have been intertwined and they're together, that lock is opened to that male. So the energy flow between the two is always there. Now, watch this. When the cycle of the moon produces a specific frequency, that frequency impacts the cycle of the waters in the ocean, and it impacts the cycle of the waters in her vagina. When the wave or the tides begin to flow, let me ask you a question. When the tide in the ocean begins to ebb and flow, is there an increase in energy or is there a decrease in energy? When the tide ebbs and flows, does the energy increase or does the energy decrease? Increase or decrease? I'm waiting for an answer. I know there's a lag. Increase. Wonderful. When the tide, when the moon has its effect, when it's the time of the moon, the cycle of the moon affects the waters, there is an increase in the energy because of the movement of the tides. Let me ask you a question. If the moon governs the water and it causes the tides to increase its energy, what do you think happens to the energetic field of a woman when the moon is impacting her flow? What do you think happens to the energetic field? It increases. Okay, so if the woman is a lock and the key, which is the male, enters the lock, opens the lock is open. The moon begins to impact the woman, and it's that woman's flow. What do you think happens to the energy field of the portal that's inside of the woman? Does it decrease or does it increase? Do you go lower or do you go higher? Do you go to lower densities or do you go to higher densities? What do you think happens to the energetic field of the woman? What do you think happens to the woman's relationship to densities or dimensions or realms? It increases. Is anyone on planet Earth today, when the woman is in a flow, she's flowing, that means massive amounts of energy is being produced. Why? Because a male with a key unlocked the lock. Hopefully, the male is compatible with the female, meaning hopefully the man is not a demoniac, because if he's a demoniac and her flow begins to flow, if he's a demoniac, is the energy field going to go to higher densities or is it going to go to lower densities? If he's a demoniac, are you going to go up or are you going to go down? Answer me. If the guy is a demoniac, is she going to go up or is she going to go down? She's going to go down. If the P, the man, is spiritually pure, if the man is regenerated, meaning he's a new being, and he opens the lock, and then the moon begins to work to cause her to flow. When you flow, when something is flowing, it's a wave, it produces energy. What happens to the woman when she begins to produce energy? And the man, who is the key, opens her lock. If he's pure, if he's regenerated, is she going to go up to higher densities or is she going to go down to lower densities? If he's pure, if he's regenerated, is she going to go up or down? If he's pure, if he's regenerated, she's going to go up to higher densities. Did you catch that? Now do you understand why the planet is in a mess? Now do you understand why blood is sacred? Why do you understand? Now do you understand why you don't tamper with blood? Now do you understand why the rulers of the planet love menstrual blood? Why menstrual blood has always been the key to accessing realms or dimensions or densities. You will not access dimensions or densities without blood. And if the blood is from someone who is spiritually pure, if the blood is spiritually pure and the person is clean, you can break through higher densities. Now, do you understand why I said blood is sacred and you don't tamper with blood? Now, look at this. These two, the male energy, the key, and the female energy, the man does not have to have sex with the woman on her cycle. All he has to do is just unlock the lock. That's it. Now, what you need is a key that matches your frequency. If you are a demoniac, then your key should be a demoniac. But if you are pure, your key better be pure. Because even your own Bible says that do not be unevenly yoked. If you are a demoniac, then your lock should be a demoniac. Because if you are pure and your key is a demoniac, you're going to get pulled down. You see what I'm saying? Do not be unevenly yoked. This is the yoke. This is the yoke. This is the yoke. And look at this yoke. It makes a cross. Your own Bible tells you do not be unevenly yoked. Why? Because when the key opens that lock, if the key is a demoniac or the lock is a demoniac, you're going wherever the yoke is bad. You ain't going where the yoke is good. You're going where the yoke is bad, or you're going to suffer. And you do not even have to have sex on a menstrual cycle. Let me show you what I mean. When women have a man, women have been trying to figure out, why is it that when my cycle is coming, I go crazy? Oh, maybe it's vitamins. Maybe I need minerals. Maybe I need, okay? Women have always been trying to figure out, why is it when I have a man, why is it that I go crazier on my cycle when I have a man? Because if the man is good, you're going up. If the man is a demoniac, you're going down. Okay? What happens when the key goes into the lock, even if you're not having sex? When that flow comes, the flow is energy. It's an increase in the woman's energetic field. What happens to the woman is that she begins to become unstable because she's either ascending or descending because the flow of the blood is producing a greater gravitational field as it pushes down. Are you on planet Earth today? It's pushing out of her body down. When anything flows, what happens? It produces energy. So the woman, because she's in the field of this man, and then the moon is impacting her flow, and if she can't control the energy that the man put into her, okay, this is just the matriarchal secrets I'm showing you. I'm going to show you the patriarchal secrets. If she can't control the energies that this man just unleashed in her, okay, unstable emotional behavior, she goes crazy. Why? Because she's dealing with an object outside of the earth that controls her flow, which is a field, which is a wave, because that's what a flow does. It produces a wave. When a wave is produced, you get a frequency. Not only that, that same object is also impacting all the waters around her. So she's not just being impacted by the man unlocking her key, she's being impacted by the moon impacting all water. Is anybody on planet Earth today? Mysteries of the matriarchy. all the waters around her, and the moon impacting all waters, which is producing a flow, is impacting her. Look at this. All the waters inside of the body, all of that is impacting the woman. Why? Because we're dealing with flow. We're dealing with a wave. And she has no control over this wave that she's producing. The waves in the ocean is impacting her. The water moving in people's bodies are impacting her. Rivers, lakes, streams, rain is impacting her. Okay? On top of the energy that the man put into her lock. And there's only two ways she can go: up or down. Now here's where it gets really crazy. We're not even done yet. We're at an hour. All right, let me take a quick break. Let's do some quick. Okay, so we're doing a quick break. Guys, tomorrow, book. Hold on. Book Astral Travel Friday. Okay, let me just put tomorrow, Friday. Okay, 31st. Okay, 7 to 9 p.m. EST. Okay, just a quick break. Guys, be there because we're going to the Mother of the Waters tomorrow. Be there. Hold on. Let me stop sharing the screen. Okay, quick break. So tomorrow, we're going to Atlantis, 7 to 9. This is the link. Use the link to book. We're going to the Mothers of the Waters. We already started getting revelations. Okay? Now, I want to show you some ancient knowledge about menstrual blood and its relationship to the cosmos and what the people in the ancient world thought about menstrual blood. Okay? All right. So, I am not saying drink menstrual blood because, some people are crazy. That is not what I'm saying. Okay? That is not what I am saying. I am not saying run red lights. All I'm showing you is some knowledge. Hey, Sandy. All I'm here to do is just show you some knowledge of the ancient matriarchy. That's all. Okay? All right. So, evidence of sacredness of menstruation throughout all cultures before the rise of the patriarchy. Okay? Watch this. The Maoris stated explicitly, Maoris, that is the Pacific, that human souls, watch this, are made of menstrual blood. The souls are eternal. Souls come from the cosmos. Okay? Which, when retained in the womb, assumes human form and grows into a person. The Maoris believe that souls are made of menstrual blood. This is before the patriarchy came and told women they're nasty. Go to hell with your menstrual blood, okay? To the Africans, menstrual blood is congealed, meaning it's bonded together, to create man. This is in line with what the Bible says and what the Quran says. You were created from one drop of blood. Okay? One drop of blood, people. Okay. Hindu theory, the Great Mother. Watch this. Her substances became thickened or congealed and formed a curd or a clot. This was the way she gave birth to the cosmos. And women employ the same method on a smaller scale. We haven't even gone to Atlantis yet. Remember what we learned? We learned water and blood. Water and blood. Water and blood. What comes out of a woman when she gives birth? Water and blood. What do you think is out there in the cosmos? I think it's water and blood. There was an astronaut who went to space, and there was this snooty reporter that said to him, "Hey, when you went out to space, did you see God?" He said, "Yeah, it's a black woman." Indians of South America said all mankind was made of moon blood. Now you're beginning to see why they destroyed the patriarchy. Moon blood. What is moon blood? We just talked about it. If you want to access higher realms, you need flow. What does a woman produce once a month? You need flow. Menstrual blood is moon blood. That's it. Ancient Mesopotamia, the great goddess Ninusag made mankind out of clay infused with her blood of life. This is what the ancients believed before the rise of Christianity and Islam, the patriarchal religions. Adam, which is from the feminine Adama, means bloody clay, made from blood and clay, menstrual blood. In the Quran creation story, it says Allah made man out of flowing blood. Flowing blood. Blood flow. The Great Mother manifested herself as the spirit of creation, Kali Ma or Kali Maya. She invited the gods to bathe in the bloody flow of her womb and to drink it. This is what the occultists practice. I am not saying participate in this. I'm just showing you the hidden mysteries of the matriarchy, okay, that was destroyed and removed. And then we're told we were created by 3 men, which is nonsense. Okay, watch this. To drink of it, and they practice this with the mothers of darkness. And the gods in holy communion drank, watch this, drank of the fountain of life and rose to heaven. Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's read that again. The Great Mother manifested herself as the spirit of creation, Kali Ma. She invited the gods to bathe in the blood flow. The flow. People, what did we learn about the flow? What did we learn about the flow? The flow produces what? Energy. The flow is a wave. The wave produces a massive amount of energy. That energy is used to open dimensions. Do you guys understand what I just said to you? Let me say that again. The flow, which is a wave, produces energy. That energy opens dimensions, opens portals. You following? So she wanted them to bathe in her flow and to drink of her flow, which I don't agree with. I'm just showing you a principle. She said, when they drank of her flow, of the fountain of life, by the way, menstrual blood, the stem cells of menstrual blood, is known as the most powerful regenerative stem cells, okay, that can regenerate practically anything. Menstrual blood, stem cells. And they rose to heaven. Where is heaven? Isn't heaven the highest dimension? What did I just show you? Let's look at this. Okay, let's look at this. Hold on. Remember what I said to you? I said to you, The menstrual cycle is a wave. It's a flow. That flow produces a massive amount of energy. When the key goes into the portal, that portal remains open because the key opened it. When the moon begins to impact the woman to produce a gravitational field pushing down, it causes a menstruation to come down. That is energy going down. What happens to the woman? Access to higher dimensions. This is what the ancients believe that Kali Ma did to get people to ascend. Menstrual blood was used, the flow, the wave, the energy produced by the Great Mother caused the gods to ascend higher, higher in higher dimensions. Now you understand why they destroyed the knowledge. Why they destroyed the knowledge of the matriarchy. Hold on, let's continue. Okay. Hic est sanguis meus. Okay, this is Latin. This is the chalice of my blood, as spoken by the Christian Eucharist, refers in origin to the menstrual blood of the Great Mother. It isn't Christ. That is the real secret. In the exoteric interpretation of the Bible, they tell you that the blood of the Eucharist is Christ, but to the esoteric, the hidden knowledge, it is not the blood of Christ, it is the blood of Mary, her vaginal blood, the mother of creation. That is what the chalice is. The chalice, the ankh, is the uterus, and the blood in there is not the blood of Christ. To the esotericist, it is the blood of the mother. Okay. The Norse god Thor reached the magical land of enlightenment, okay, and eternal life. Watch this. That eternal life is not what the people in the Himalayas call it. I forgot what it's called. It's called nirvana. No, we're talking about heaven, okay? So enlightenment and eternal life is nirvana on earth, but heaven, watch this, by bathing in the river filled with menstrual blood of the giantess. That is the matriarchs, the powerful ones. Okay? Okay, Odin acquired supremacy by stealing and drinking wise blood from the triple cauldron in the womb of Mother Earth, known as Kali Ma. The Egyptian pharaohs became divine by ingesting the blood of Isis, a soma like ambrosia called Sa. Okay? The elixir of immortality received the name Amrita in Persia. Sometimes it was called the milk of the mother goddess, sometimes a fermented drink, sometimes sacred blood. It was always associated with the moon, so you know it's menstrual blood. Celtic kings became gods by drinking red mead dispensed by the fairy queen Mab, whose name was Medb or Mead. Thus she gave a drink of herself. That's menstrual blood. The communion wine drunk by witches was menstrual blood. I'm not telling anyone drink menstrual blood. I am not telling anyone drink menstrual blood. What we do know scientifically is that, again, I will repeat this, is that the stem cells in the menstrual blood does act as if it produces long life. This is a fact. Okay, you guys can read this. Now, I'm going to show you the revelation of the patriarchy. Okay, remember what I said to you. Blood is sacred. Blood is sacred. Blood is sacred. Blood is sacred. All right, let's continue. Where are we? All right, I need to switch Neutron star. Okay, share this tab instead. Okay, now, We're going to get to some really crazy stuff, okay? So, the reason why I did this training today is because I was working with someone and I have permission to share this. And the person that I was working with, I taught them how to practice purification and regeneration, right? Everyone, press 1 if we're on the same page. Press 1 if we're on the same page. Before we get to this part. Now we're getting to the male part. Remember I told you, women portal, men key. Men key, women lock. Key goes into lock, open the lock. You either go up into different dimensions or you go down in different dimensions depending on the spirit or the light body of the two entities. Okay, here we go. So I was working with someone in my consultations. I have permission to share this. And the person was practicing spiritual purity and regeneration, which is what I was teaching them to do. Okay, I give you guys all the secrets. Okay, we're getting to the male part of the cosmos. And they came to me with a riddle, something they were going through, which I had to interpret. And the interpretation finally came to me. So this is the male part of the interpretation. So what would happen, it's a female, so what would happen to them, they just met a man, a boyfriend, whatever, okay? And they said to me, they said, you know what's crazy? They haven't had physical, intimacy with the guy, okay? But, I guess the two of them have this strong type of energetic type attraction for each other. Okay. So I asked them a series of questions. Hey, is the guy pure? What side is he on? Yada yada. And from what the person said, the guy is pure, practices purity, doesn't have sex with any and everybody, retains his sperm, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Anyway. So I said, okay, so what's the riddle? They said, okay, the energy between the woman and the man is very strong. They do not have sex, but the energy between them is as if they do. So that means they're connected. There's a charge between them. They noticed that every time it's a woman, it's the week of their period, the week of her period. She notices that the energy field in her body accelerates exponentially to the point she feels as if her spirit body is traveling up, 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 up. It keeps going up and up. She said she felt as if her spirit, she could see her spirit leaving the Earth's atmosphere and going all the way up through space until it gets to a realm. She said this is the third time this has happened to her, and I think she's known the guy for about 3 months. Okay. So she said this third time, what she noticed is that she enters a realm, and this has happened nonstop. In that realm, she's like, there's a massive war being waged in that realm. Then she said, all of a sudden, it's as if she would hear a voice say, nuke it. And someone would like move a lever. Okay, I'm just trying to explain. And she said she would literally see the equivalent of a neutron star. A neutron star exploding. She said once the explosion occurs, everything turns to this blinding white light, and she starts descending Then she goes through her period. Okay, when it's building up, before she starts ascending and before her period comes, she's emotionally unstable. We explained all of that in the Divine Secrets of the Matriarchy. After the neutron star explodes, she starts descending. And then she comes back into her physical body. And then she notices that as her period wanes, remember the moon, her period wanes, that's when she starts getting revelation. So, of course, you know me. I'm like, a riddle? I gotta figure this out. So, I showed you the first part of the riddle, which was the mysteries of the matriarchy. The moon, the water, the blood flow. It creates a wave. First of all, you need a portal. The key has to unlock the portal. The portal is charged, but the charge increases, the wave increases, the gravitational field increases because of the moon's impact on the woman's cycle and the moon's impact on the water. We explained that. Now let's get to the men. Let's get to the men. This is your turn. Notice what she said. She said she gets to a higher level, but she knows that it's a level that she's never been on, a density she's never been on, because she can't control the field, the energy. The energy is stronger, which tells me that she's in a realm that she's never been in. There's a war going on. Usually it's male energies that's being used to fight a war. And then there's a nuking, an explosion occurs, and then she says, and she described the explosion. She said it looks like a star. And then I realized it was a neutron star. Okay, right, here we go. The man. The man. The man's key does not just open the lock. His energy field lingers even when he's not touching the woman. The woman is ascending even if she's not being touched by the man. Her yoni is a portal to higher portals, whether or not she's being touched. She starts ascending and she begins, her yoni is connected to higher dimensions that she can now open because the lock opened it. The key opened it. I'm talking about spiritual warfare. Is anybody in the building? I'm talking about war in the heavens. Is anybody awake? I'm talking about cosmic battles. Is anyone on planet Earth today? Her yoni is the portal to the heavenly realms. When a woman gets pregnant, you think it's just sperm going into the vagina and, ooh, a baby's created. No, that child is coming from heavenly realms. If you get pregnant by a demoniac, the child is coming from the demonic realms. If you get pregnant by someone who's purified and regenerated, the child is coming from heavenly realms. That's the vagina. That's the yoni. Once it's opened, and she's going to ascend or descend. She's going to open gates above or gates below. Is anyone on planet Earth today? Pussy power. We're dealing with penis power. Is anyone meow on Earth today? Meow, 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 meow. The power of the pussy. The power of the penis. When you want to understand The ancient mysteries of the pyramid. You just think these people were a bunch of perverts. No, they're trying to tell you that penis is a key in the cosmos. That pom-pom is a portal to access realms, either up or down. They're telling you how you access dimensions, higher dimensions where the creator exists, or lower dimensions where the demoniacs exist. A pussy, a bad penis, went into a bad pum-pum and got us into the New World Order. Is anyone on planet Earth today? I said, is anyone on planet Earth today? You want to know why we're going into slavery? Because a bad penis entered a bad pum-pum and produced a bunch of lower level entities and brought them through the portal of the vagina into this realm. We got here because a bad penis entered a bad vagina. Is anyone on earth today? And they've been doing it for some time. So when you look at these ancient artifacts and you see these obelisks and you see these ankhs and you just think it's, oh, man and woman having sex, coming together, they're telling you no, zombies. No. In the cosmos requires a key. The key must open the portal. The portal is access to higher or lower dimensions or densities. Yeah, same principle. Let's get to the man. Okay, so she said when she gets to that realm, there's a massive war going on. So you know it's a bunch of male energy fighting over domination and power. So someone is being challenged in higher densities. Someone is being challenged in higher densities. Okay, which tells you the fact that she ascended up, it means that there's usurpation going on. How do you know it's usurpation? Because if it's a higher density, then the beings in that density should respect the authority in that density. It tells you someone from a lower density is accessing a higher density, trying to overthrow it, causing a war. And this was done with a penis and a vagina. You people better wake up. As above, so below. Let's continue. So she says, there's a war going on, and someone with the kill switch nukes it. She sees a star, neutron star, explodes. Then she starts coming back down into her body. And then after, she starts getting revelation. Neutron star. You see what's on your screen? Neutron star mergers may create much of the universe's gold. Huh? What does this have to do? What does this have to do with the man creating most of the gold in the universe? I don't get it. If you want to reset, E. Carter. Now do you understand how Jesus was born? Now do you understand why they brought him gold? When Jesus was born, they said, a star is born. When he was born, they brought him gold. I told you, as above, so below. Is anyone following? Press 1 if you're following, or is E. Carter the only person here? Did I talk you guys to death? Did I talk you to death? Okay, let's continue. Gold is used to recreate atmospheres. Gold is used to recreate atmospheres. So someone in a higher density nuked a star, a neutron star. Okay? When a neutron star explodes, gold, as well as other heavier metals, is produced. Much of the universe's gold is created by neutron stars. Enter the male energies. Enter your Christ. Why? They said a star is born and they brought him gold. Star, gold, star, gold, star, gold. Enter the male energy. Notice, but before he could have power, he had to go to the female energy. Someone got baptized in water. Planets are created. Atmosphere that contains life is created. Gold has always been associated with the male energy. Kings. A king is a male. Kings are born when stars explode. Oh, did anyone hear what I said? Kings are born when stars explode. Why? Gold. Gold is male energy. Is anyone on planet Earth today? Okay, you guys can read that article. Hold on, it gets even better. I told you, put your metaphysical caps on. We're going deeper. Okay, so watch this. That's done. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. So, watch this. So, neutron stars, look at this, produces gravitational waves. Female. Oh, shoot. Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta share screen. Okay, watch this. I want to show you this. This is gonna blow your mind. I want to show you the male energy and the female energy at work. Okay, tell me if you're following. University of California, Santa Cruz. Neutron stars create gravitational waves. Remember King Oban spoke about that grand wave? Remember the impact when you have tides? Tides in the ocean produces a wave. Remember what happens to the woman when she gets her flow? It produces a wave and a massive amount of energy is produced. Neutron stars, that's your Jesus, produces female energy, gravitational waves, male energy, gold in the universe. Now, you know what I'm wondering? I wonder if when a man ejaculates, because gold is mainly men, it's mainly men. I wonder if gold comes out in his semen. I'm not being perverse. I'm showing you some higher level type stuff. But let me show you something that's really interesting that you need to get. Okay? Watch this. All the gold in the universe. Notice they said all. Notice they said all. All means all. Watch this. It turns out, let me make this bigger. We're almost done. It turns out that the origins of the heaviest elements, such as gold, platinum, uranium, pretty much everything heavier than iron, has been an enduring conundrum. Yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. Hold on. I just want to show you that it's okay. According to Ramirez Ruiz, the observations support the theory that neutron stars, Jesus, mergers, when they come together, can account for all the gold in the universe. What? The key must go into the lock. An explosion occurs that creates an energetic field. When there is a flow, menstrual cycle, that increases the gravitational waves, the flow coming down, the waters in the ocean, which I think is in the universe, because the universe, according to the ancient tribes, the universe is blood and water, menstrual blood and water. According to the ancients, it's menstrual blood and water. That's the cosmos. It's a woman's vagina. When the blood starts flowing, it creates a gravitational field that opens dimensions to higher realms. I'm just saying. But this is the male energy. The male energy. The observations support the theory that neutron star mergers, boom, account for all the gold in the universe. Hold on. What? That means neutron stars, you're not just creating all the gold in the universe, you're impacting what? Time, space, continuum. If the end result of a neutron star is producing all the gold in the universe, everywhere there's a neutron star, then you're impacting the time, space, continuum. What's the time, space, continuum? Ripples in the fabric of space-time. This is what's happening to the woman. When the man puts his key into the woman's lock, he opens the portal. She's charged. But when you add a wave, when you add a flow, her cycle, the waters, it produces a massive amount of energy. I call it gravitational waves because obviously it's gravitational waves because it's pushing down. It's pushing down, right? Okay. So we have gravitational waves being produced by the woman, okay? All right. That produces an increase in energy around the woman. What happens to the woman? She begins to ascend. Okay, as she's ascending, what's happening to her? She's tearing the time-space continuum and opening up higher or lower densities. Watch this. Massive objects such as black holes, neutron stars, or white dwarfs orbiting around each other faster and faster as they draw closer together are just the kind of system that should radiate strong gravitational waves, like ripples in a pond. The waves get smaller as they spread outward. By the time they reach Earth, the ripples detected by the light, okay, forget that part. The part before is what I wanted you to see. Now, oh, that was the part I wanted you to see. So, time, space, watch this. So what is time, space? Let's share this tab. This is what I want you to see. This is the male and the female energy on a micro level impacting the macros. How when a man and a woman comes together, depending on their spirit, I'm telling you people, you can access higher densities, dimensions or densities. Watch this. A system, time, space, okay? A system of 1, temporal, time, or 3, spatial, space, coordinates, plots, by which any physical object can be located. Okay, so if they're saying when this happens, time, there is a tear or a ripple, better yet, a ripple or a wobble in time, space. When they're saying this, what are they trying to say? I just lost my train of thought. Oh, you damn demoniacs. Why are you trying to take away my thoughts? Damn. Time, space. Oh my God. I just lost my thought. Time, space. Okay, hold on. Neutron stars. I just lost my train of thought. Ah, the damn demoniacs. Whew. Time, space, time, space. Time, space. I just lost my train of thought. Why do you need time, space? You need time, space for... Okay, there we go. Okay, I remember now. Remember what she said. She said, when I come down after the explosion, which I deduced was a neutron star, right? After the explosion, she comes down from these dimensions back into her body, and then all of a sudden, she starts seeing what's coming. Why? Because of the ripple in time, space caused by the explosion from the neutron star. What does that mean? The reason why she's seeing something coming is because the ripple in time, space changes reality. Is anyone on Earth today? Did you guys catch that? Did you guys catch that? Did you catch that? That's important. You gotta catch this. Okay? Did you catch that? Let me say that again. She said, when she came down and she came back into her body and her flow left and she stabilized, that's when she began to see a reality that was not the present reality. What does that mean? They're telling you that when neutron stars explode, okay, it causes a ripple in time space, okay? What is time space? It means that you're plotting, you're looking for an object, okay, according to time and space coordinates, okay? They're looking for an event or an object, or an object. She said when she came back to her body, she started seeing a reality that was not the present reality. What does that mean? It means that the reality was changed. How was the reality changed? When a key enters a lock, if the key is pure, if the key is regenerated, if the lock is pure and the lock is regenerated, what happens to the woman? The woman is the portal. The portal is not just between her legs. The portal is up there. If she's a demoniac, the portal is down there. When you impact the portal with a flow, with a wave, a menstrual cycle, the ebb and the flow of the waters around the woman. The waters is female. The woman starts ascending to higher realms, higher densities, or if she's a demoniac, lower realms, lower densities. In this case, she had 3 times she accessed higher realms, and this occurred 3 times. When she came back, she began to see a reality on this planet that was not present at that time. All right, guys. Men. Okay, let me just show you something. Oh, I just closed it out. I was going to show you something else. Men, what does this mean for you? Okay? What does this mean for you? Your penis is holy. I mean, I don't like to use religious words, but that's what it is. Women, what does it mean for your vagina? Your vagina is powerful. Your vagina can bring in peace on earth and goodwill to men, or demoniacs on earth and hell to men. what I noticed is that it is her portal that either goes up or down. It is her portal. Once he sticks the key in there, okay, she is the one that accesses the higher realms or the lower realms. She is the one that initiates the change. Men, think about where you stick your plank. Hey! Women, understand that accessing higher realms is not just the key, it's your universe. It is your universe that changes time, space. Men, when you ejaculate, I gotta wonder, does gold come out in semen? Because when that neutron star explodes, gold is created. Let me see. Oh! Okay, are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? No, you guys are not ready for this. Are you guys ready for this? Oh, no, you're not ready for this. What did we learn just now? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. When a neutron star explodes, one of the heaviest metals is gold. Oh, you know you guys are not ready for this. Are you ready? Okay, look at this. If you guys think I make this stuff up, if you think I make this stuff up, what's on the screen, people? What's on the screen? And remember I said, when a neutron star explodes, that's the male energy. What's produced by a neutron star? All the gold in the universe. Gold is present in all semen samples studied. Remember I said gold is the man. Water is the woman. When Christ was born, Christ was signified by a star. I gotta wonder if it was a neutron star. They brought him gold. But in order to have his power, he had to go to the waters, the woman. And then he said, you got to be born a second time. The water and the blood is female. The gold and the star is male. Oh my God, gold is in your semen. Men, you are giving away your gold. Men, you are giving away Fort Knox. You are giving away the gold of El Dorado. You want to find El Dorado? It's in your sperm. When a neutron star, I'm going to say it again, you're going to be like, oh my God, she keeps repeating herself. Ah! When a neutron star, male, explodes, male, all the gold in the universe is created. Oh, look, men, when the neutron star explodes, gold is in their semen. Jesus, when he was born under a star, neutron star. When he was born, the wise men brought him gold. I rest my case. El Dorado is in your penis. I said El Dorado is in your penis. The living waters of Atlantis is in your vagina. Oh, I rest my case. Okay. So, don't you think I'm done? You need to come to El Dorado tomorrow. I mean, El Dorado, Atlantis. We went to El Dorado. Gold is the mark of kings, it is male. Water is the mark of the female. Okay, the queens. Gold and water. Gold and water must meet. Hey, you act like your head got gold in it. Okay. Okay. Yay. Atlantis. Tomorrow. Okay. Book. Right now. Guys, I hope to see you there. Atlantis tomorrow. Book. Okay. It's 7 to 9. Did you guys catch this revelation? Men, El Dorado is in your penis. Women, the universe, the waters of creation, the waters of Nun is in your vagina. Depending on your state, on the state of your spirit, you can bring in children, entities from lower realms or entities from higher realms. It all depends on your spirit. And women, it is you who open those realms with the men opens your lock, and then you, the women, access either higher dimensions or densities or lower dimensions, and they gonna come through you. Okay? Living waters and living gold. Love ya. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.